Hi there. If you're in the middle of an Agile transformation, there are a lot of things to think about. Maybe you're not completely sure about what you should or shouldn't do. So Lisa, first of all, welcome. I'm very curious, what is the first thing that you have to think about when you start an Agile transformation?
The first thing you should think about is focus first on a change in your teams. But after that, you really have to focus on changing the dynamics of your entire company.
So what does it mean to change the dynamics of an organization?
So it means that the role of management, but maybe also of C-levels, really changes. They don't have to only focus on having a very clear vision, prioritize work, but also have to make sure that they empower their teams rather than trying to control them.
And are there any common pitfalls that we would have to consider?
Yeah, very often what people do is they do not really realize that a new name, so a new role, say product owner, but maybe also a program owner or whatever you want to call it, also really means that you have to start doing different things. So you have to change your behavior.
Any other pitfalls that are important to know about?
Well, it's very important that they really understand their role, but what's also very important is to realize that you have to create loops of feedback. You have to make sure that the teams know what they're working on and why they're working on it. You have to make sure that the teams really feel like they can bring their own thoughts into it, try together to reach their goals. And what you see very often is that maybe a new vision really helps, but still really doesn't reach the teams yet.
And how do you do that? Communicate one clear vision all throughout the company.
It's very simple and a bit boring, but you really have to make sure that you communicate. So you have to make sure that you have joint events where almost the entire company, or at least a part of the company, is present. You have to involve people. So don't only make the vision in your ivory tower, but really make sure that you involve the people on the floor and use their expertise to create a realistic vision as well.
And are there any success stories, any things people really love after having gone through this Agile transformation, actually having gone through it successfully?
What you really see is that people find more structure. It sounds something that's completely un-agile, but it's not. So they have a fixed rhythm, they have a fixed goal, they have a common goal, and you really feel somehow the atmosphere in a company change. So people start liking their work more, but also the work that they do becomes way more efficient. So rather than waiting every time for another person to do something, you actually do it together in one team. By minimizing the waiting time, people really feel like they're contributing more. What I really like is that you can look at an organization entirely. So you structure the company in such a way and you help the company in such a way that they are able to really respond to the different changes they see in the markets, but also to keep their customers happy. And by keeping their customers happy, they stay in business.
If you ever feel the need to know more about Agile transformations, about the pitfalls to avoid, or maybe what is so great about it, then here at Gladwell, they know everything. So please feel free to scroll through our website, check out the trainings, and then maybe one day we'll see you here.